The story begins with a SEAL named Claggart, who is the commander of the Hydro-Marine Military Force. He and his team are deep underwater, searching for a dangerous bomb. While exploring the ocean depths, they come across a mysterious box. When they open it, they realize there's a bomb inside. Claggart immediately tries to defuse it, but his teammate Switch warns him, saying they should get help from humans, because one wrong wire could kill them all. Claggart ignores the warning and cuts one of the wires. For a moment, nothing happens. Relieved, the three of them take the bomb back to their Hydro team officer, since they were working for him. The officer rewards them with fish to eat, but suddenly, the bomb starts reacting again. Realizing the danger, everyone panics and tries to escape, and then boom, the bomb explodes. During the chaos, Claggart gets separated from his friend Dolph, who gets lost in the ocean. Meanwhile, Switch saves Claggart and jumps into the water with him, but in the process, Claggart's Hydro team Locket slips off his neck and sinks into the deep ocean. Next, we're introduced to two SEALs named Quinn and Benji, who are best friends. They're out hunting fish together like always, but suddenly, Benji notices something shiny in the distance. He stops Quinn, thinking it might be something dangerous. Just then, they meet another SEAL named Geraldo, who proudly tells them that hunting fish is easy for him, because he once escaped from an aquarium using his cleverness. Benji suggests they should head back home, but Quinn can't resist the shiny object. And since they never leave each other behind, Benji follows him. As they get closer, they realize the shiny object is actually two badges. Quinn gets really excited seeing them, but suddenly, in the reflection of those badges, they spot a shark named Crunch. Before they can react, a group of sharks attacks them. Terrified, Quinn and Benji start swimming as fast as they can. The sharks keep chasing them, but somehow, using quick spinning movements, they manage to escape and finally make it back to Seal Island, where they live with many other SEALs. Back on the island, Quinn tells Benji that with these badges, they can signal anyone. He gives one badge to Benji, and both of them proudly wear the Hydro team badges. They promise each other that no matter what happens, even if it costs them their lives, they will never leave each other's side. Just then, some younger SEALs come over and start playing around with them. Soon after, their mom brings them barnacles to eat, but they hate it. To them, barnacles taste just like sand. A SEAL named Beth jokes that maybe licking rocks could give them a new flavor, because everyone's clearly tired of eating the same thing. Quinn then asks everyone a serious question. Is it really worth risking our lives every day just to eat fish? All the SEALs agree. They're sick of eating barnacles. That's when the leader of Seal Island, Brick, steps in. He announces that a fish race is coming soon, which will bring them plenty of fish to eat. One SEAL points out that sharks will also be there, but Brick confidently assures everyone that he can handle all the sharks alone. Hearing this, all the SEALs feel excited and hopeful again. Later that night, while everyone is asleep, Benji tells Quinn that he's really hungry, so Quinn quietly sneaks out into the ocean to catch some fish, but Benji follows him. He doesn't want to leave his friend alone. Quinn explains that humans carry food with them, so they should look for sunken ships in the ocean, and just like always, Benji sticks by his side. Together, they start searching for a ship. Soon, they find a broken ship along with several containers. They begin looking inside, hoping to find food, but there's nothing, so they decide to go further. But suddenly, they encounter a dangerous shark named Grimes, surrounded by many fish. Realizing the danger, they try to escape, but Grimes blocks their way. Thinking quickly, they use the reflection from their badges to flash light into Grimes's eyes and manage to escape for a moment. But Grimes doesn't give up. He keeps chasing them. Desperate, Quinn and Benji hide inside the ship, but Grimes follows them there too. In a panic, they spin their way deeper inside the ship, and then Grimes catches Benji and eats him. Enraged, Quinn attacks Grimes, but he's no match for him. Injured and terrified, Quinn retreats back inside the ship, but Grimes, now furious, follows him inside and attacks again. Quinn gets badly hurt and collapses. Just when everything seems lost, Claggart appears. He rescues Quinn from Grimes, takes his badge, and leaves the unconscious Quinn safely on a rock. When Quinn finally regains consciousness, he finds himself surrounded by three birds, Diving, Mead, and Roger, who were about to eat him, thinking he was dead. Startled, Quinn quickly explains that he went into the ocean with his best friend Benji to look for food, but a shark attacked them, killed Benji, and he was barely saved by an old seal. He then asks the birds where that old seal went because he wants to meet him. So the birds take Quinn to a nearby ship, but they warn him that old seal, Claggart, doesn't like visitors. Quinn still decides to go in. Inside the ship, he meets Claggart and tells him, "You defeated that shark so easily. I want you to train me to fight like you." But Claggart immediately refuses. He looks at Quinn and says, "Don't you value your life? Why would you want to do something so foolish?" But Quinn doesn't back down. Instead, he gives him a bold ultimatum. "If you don't train me, I'll eat all the fish you have here." Sighing, Claggart takes him into his control room. There, he shows Quinn pictures of his old Hydra team. He explains that during his service, he learned one important thing. No mission can be completed without without teamwork. He tells Quinn that if he really wants to fight, he needs to build a team first, but Quinn doesn't fully understand his point. So annoyed, Claggart throws him out of the ship. Back on Seal Island, all the seals are having fun and enjoying themselves. But the moment they see Quinn, they rush toward him, asking where he's been all this time. With a heavy heart, Quinn tells them the truth, that he and Benji went into the ocean for food, but a shark killed him. Hearing this, the entire island falls silent. Everyone is heartbroken. But then Brick steps in and says they should forget everything and go back to eating barnacles. That's when Quinn snaps. Frustrated, he shouts, "I'm sick of eating barnacles, and those fish races don't help either. We barely get any food, and instead, many of us end up as shark food." Soon the seals start arguing among themselves. Quinn tries to calm them down and says, "I've seen the fish race, and I won't let any more seals become prey. But I can't do it alone. We need to fight back as a team." But the truth is, every seal is terrified of sharks. No one is willing to stand with him. Eventually, the tension fades as the seals go back to singing and enjoying themselves. Disappointed, Quinn decides to leave, but just then, Beth approaches him. Using her unique skills and personality, Quinn convinces her to join his team. After that, the two of them go to Geraldo and convince him as well. Now their team has 3 members. The trio heads back to Claggart's ship. This time, Claggart agrees to train them, but on one condition. He puts them through strict military-style training, teaching them Hydra rules and discipline. In fact, he secretly hopes they'll give up and quit, but they don't. No matter how tough the training gets, they keep pushing forward and follow every rule. Finally, it's time for their last test. They're made to fight a shark dummy. At first, Geraldo and Beth lose confidence and almost give up, but Quinn comes up with a clever idea, and together, they manage to trap the dummy using a rope. Seeing this, everyone feels proud. For the first time, they truly worked as a team. That night, everyone goes to sleep, but Claggart can't. Haunted by his past failures, he steps out of his room and sits beside Quinn. Quinn tells him, "We can fight the sharks. I have to avenge my friend." Claggart looks at him and finally opens up. He says that his Hydra team was strong enough to defeat sharks easily, but one mistake changed everything. Because of him, a bomb exploded on their ship. After that incident, the Hydra team was disbanded. Switch lost his mind, and Dolph left to start his own business. Hearing this, Quinn gets an idea. He suggests rebuilding the team. At first, Claggart hesitates, but eventually, Quinn convinces him to go meet his old teammates. So the group sets out through the ocean to find them. On the way, they encounter a massive fish named Dave. Everyone freezes in fear, but Dave calmly says, "Relax. I only eat small things. You guys are too big for me." Relieved, they continue their journey. Soon, they reach Switch's home. The moment Switch sees Claggart, he's overjoyed. Quinn explains their plan to build a team and fight sharks, but Switch immediately calls it a terrible idea. Claggart then steps in and says they need weapons if they're going to survive. Hearing this, Switch takes them into a hidden room. Inside, he reveals a collection of crazy homemade gadgets and weapons he built himself. Then he shows them his most special invention, a stealth suit. He explains that when someone wears it, octopuses attach to the suit, making the wearer nearly invisible, perfect for spying and gathering information. Everyone is amazed. Now fully equipped with these gadgets, they gear up like real soldiers, and for the first time, they actually look ready to take on the sharks. Now we're taken into shark territory. The SEAL soldiers launch a surprise attack on a shark named Scarlet. Working together, they manage to tie her up with ropes and lock her inside a cage, making sure she can't harm anyone. As Scarlet struggles to escape, she accidentally gets trapped under a rock. Seeing this, the SEAL soldiers celebrate. They actually pulled it off, but not for long. Crunch and his partner witness everything and quickly report it to Grimes. Hearing that SEALs dared to attack one of their own, Grimes is furious. He gathers all the sharks and surrounds SEAL Island from every direction. Soon, 4 SEALs are left stranded on a rock, completely trapped. Meanwhile, back at Claggart's ship, the team is celebrating their victory, but Quinn isn't happy. He's lost in thought, remembering Benji, his best friend, who always tried to guide him and keep him out of trouble. Just then, the 3 birds rush in with urgent news. "Because of your actions, the sharks have surrounded SEAL Island." Hearing this, Quinn gets angry and immediately wants to go fight them, but Claggart stops him. He reminds Quinn that they barely managed to defeat just one shark and warns him not to repeat his mistakes. Claggart admits that he used to be arrogant too, and because of that, he made a terrible decision, cutting the wrong wire, causing a bomb explosion that ruined everything. He tells Quinn, "I won't let you make the same mistakes I did." Diving then shows everyone the shark locations on a map. After analyzing the situation, Claggart says, "We can't fight them head on. We need to save the SEALs without going into direct combat." That's when Switch comes up with a plan. He brings out special cylinders and explains they can use them to release a chemical that will lure all the sharks away from SEAL Island. But there's one problem. They need a boat. Geraldo suggests they go to his old aquarium because there are plenty of boats there. So the team quickly makes a plan and heads toward the aquarium. When they arrive, they encounter a group of harbor seals who survive by performing tricks, but things quickly turn tense. After an argument breaks out, the harbor seals call their queen Jing. Now here's the twist. Geraldo is actually in love with Jing, but Jing hates him. As soon as she arrives, she attacks Claggart, knocking him away. Meanwhile, Geraldo is overjoyed to see her, but Jing calls him a coward and a traitor, demanding the truth. Geraldo finally explains that after she left their show, everything fell apart. Their performances stopped, and he was eventually kicked out. Hearing this, Jing turns away and starts to leave. That's when Quinn steps in. He tells Jing about their mission, that they're going to fight the sharks, but they need a boat. After hearing this, Jing agrees to help and takes them to where the boats are kept. But there's heavy security, so the team sneaks in and steals the boat keys. However, a female officer spots them, and the reason? Beth had just stolen a sandwich from her. Now the officer starts chasing them. In the chaos, Jing also jumps into the boat with the Hydro team, but then Geraldo's watch makes a noise, and the officer spots them again. She calls for backup using her walkie-talkie, but just in time, the team escapes and speeds away. Back at the ocean, the seals trapped on the rock are terrified. They've been stuck there for days. But then help arrives. The Hydro team releases the chemical into the water. As soon as the sharks smell it, they're drawn toward it, thinking it's something delicious. One by one, all the sharks leave Seal Island and chase the scent. Taking advantage of this, the trapped seals finally escape and make it back home. Everyone on Seal Island celebrates their rescue, but the mission isn't over yet. The sharks start chasing the team's boat. To defend themselves, the Hydro team uses their gadgets to fight back. At one point, a shark attacks the boat, but they manage to take it down using a rock. During all this, Quinn captures a fish, a spy working for Grimes. The spy reveals something shocking. The attack on Seal Island was just a distraction. Grimes' real spies are already tracking their boat. Meanwhile, Geraldo and Jing step in to distract the shark spies, putting on an act to keep them busy. At the same time, the rest of the team takes the captured fish to Dave to find out more about Grimes' plan. But suddenly, Scarlet returns, and she's furious. She attacks the team. They try to fight back using their gadgets, but Scarlet manages to trap Beth. Seeing this, Quinn has no choice. To save Beth, he shoots Scarlet with his weapon. Just then, Geraldo and Jing successfully shake off the spies and rejoin the team, and what they see next is terrifying. A massive gathering of sharks, all in one place, like they're preparing for something big, something far more dangerous than they imagined. To figure out the shark's real plan, the team puts Switch's special stealth suit on Quinn. The moment he wears it, he becomes completely invisible. Using this advantage, Quinn sneaks into Grimes' secret meeting. Inside, Grimes addresses all the sharks and says, "We need to start working as a team. The seals are fighting back, and we can't underestimate them anymore." Then he reveals his true plan. At the upcoming fish race, we won't just hunt the weak or the old seals, we'll wipe out all of them. Hearing this, every shark erupts in excitement, but suddenly, the spy fish manages to escape from the Hydro team and starts heading back toward Grimes. Quinn quickly grabs it and tries to return to his team, but because of the fish, the stealth suit malfunctions and deactivates. Now visible again, Quinn is instantly surrounded by sharks. Thinking fast, he activates an emergency gadget, releasing thick black smoke all around him and manages to escape for a moment. But then, Grimes himself shows up, and this time, the entire Hydro team is surrounded. Claggart looks at Quinn and says, "You have to leave. The seals are heading to the fish race. You need to stop them. I'll handle the sharks." Reluctantly, Quinn is taken away by his teammates on the boat, but he's devastated because he had to leave Claggart behind. Quinn rushes back to Seal Island to warn everyone, but when he gets there, it's empty. Then he sees them. All the seals are already heading toward the ocean for the fish race. Quinn tries to stop them, shouting, "The sharks are planning to attack. You can't go." But Brick refuses. He says, "If we don't go, we'll all starve. Even if we don't make it back, someone has to keep our community alive." And with that, he leads the seals toward the race. Realizing the danger, Quinn rushes back to the ship and tells his team, "I need your help. We have to save them." Without hesitation, the Hydro team prepares for battle. Just then, the birds arrive again with new information. All the sharks have left their positions. They're heading to the fish race. Now the mission becomes clear. To reach the sharks unnoticed, the team hides inside Dave's massive body and sneaks their way onto the ship where the sharks are gathering. Once inside, they quietly trap a few sharks in different rooms, but then they discover something terrifying. Most of the sharks are already hiding inside the ship, waiting for the seals to arrive. At that moment, Grimes appears and says, "Once we're far from the island, we attack. Not a single seal will survive the fish race." Hearing this, Quinn comes up with a plan. "If we drop the containers from above, we can trap the sharks inside the ship." Switch immediately rushes to the control room and pulls the lever with all his strength. One by one, heavy containers crash down onto the ship, sealing off the exits. Most of the gates close successfully, but one gate remains open. Jing rushes to close it. Geraldo follows her and tells her to leave because he truly cares about her. But before he can stop them, the sharks break through. Now free, they launch a full attack on the team. With no other option, the team hides hides inside a container, but Grimes traps them inside, sealing it shut. Then he leads all the sharks toward the fish race to finish what he started. Inside the container, Quinn loses hope. It's over. We failed. But Switch calmly says, "We never expected to survive this mission anyway." Shocked, Quinn asks, "You knew that, and still came back to help me?" Beth smiles and says, "All our lives, we thought everyone only lives for themselves, but you showed us that we can fight for others too." Hearing this, Quinn regains his determination. "If we're going to die, then we take the sharks down with us." The team agrees. Together, they start trying to break open the container. Geraldo arrives. He manages to open the container door, and without wasting a second, they head straight toward the battlefield, ready for one final fight to save every single seal. Back at the fish race, the seals are desperately trying to escape as sharks chase them from every direction. Just when things seem hopeless, the Hydro team arrives. Using their advanced gadgets, they jump into action, attacking the sharks and pushing them back. Even the three birds join the fight, striking from above and injuring multiple sharks. For a moment, it feels like they might actually win, but then the sharks regroup and surround all the seals once again. Grimes steps forward and says, "There's no escape now, you're completely surrounded." But Quinn refuses to give up. He stands his ground, ready to fight till the very end. And then, right on time, Claggart returns. This time, he's not alone. He arrives with his ship, and with him is Dolph. Together they unleash a powerful counterattack, firing at the sharks and forcing them back. Seeing their chance, Quinn quickly tells all the seals to get onto the ship. One by one, the seals climb aboard and finally escape the chaos. But Grimes isn't done yet. He launches one final attack. During the struggle, Quinn's badge gets hooked onto Benji's badge, which is still stuck in Grimes' teeth. Grimes starts dragging Quinn down into the ocean. It's a terrifying moment. But the other seals grab Quinn and pull him back with all their strength. The tension builds, until finally, the rope snaps. Grimes loses his grip and falls back into the deep ocean, defeated. The danger is over. All the seals cheer in relief and happiness. For the first time, they feel safe. Sometime later, we see a group of young seals playing happily in the ocean. But suddenly, a new shark from another area tries to enter and attack them. Crunch notices this and warns the shark to stay away, but the shark ignores him. The moment it enters their territory, an alert signal is sent to the Hydro team. Without wasting a second, the team launches into action. Using a rocket system and once again hiding inside Dave's massive body, they strike back and stop the threat before it can even begin. And just like that, the seals now have protectors. If this story hit you even a little, go ahead, smash that subscribe button and share this with someone who'd love it too. More crazy recaps coming your way. Stay tuned.